Hi Jude. Today we are going to read another story. Not press start or anything. It's another story. Race to the Moon. Today this book is quite short, but it's level 20. This book is just right for me. So let's go through it. When scientists started to plan how to send people to the moon, it became like a race. Everyone wanted to know who would be the first to reach the moon. People call it the space race. In the beginning, Russia was winning the race. It was the first to put a satellite in the space. The satellite was called Sputnik. It looked like a shiny basketball, and it sent back radio messages as it flew around Earth. After that, Russia launched many other spacecraft. The first man and the first woman in space were from Russia. A Russian was the first person to walk in space. The United States was behind in the space race, but it was catching up fast. Astronauts were sent into space many times to learn all they could. They got useful new information each time. They worked out the best way to fly their spacecraft and how to join them with others. Astronauts became better at spacewalking. There's no air in space, so astronauts need a spacesuit when they're outside the spacecraft. A backpack on the spacesuit holds oxygen for the astronaut to breathe. A spacesuit is hard and heavy to work in. It's like being inside a big metal balloon, but it keeps the astronaut safe from the heat and cold in space. The United States was first to build a rocket that was powerful enough to send people up to the moon and back. It was called Saturn V. 32 Saturn rockets were built. The first rockets were tested without a crew. Then more were tested with crews. Other Saturn rockets were used to launch and test the spacecraft that would land on the moon. In July 1969, a Saturn V rocket launched the Apollo 11 spacecraft. The crew were Neil Armstrong, Michael Collins, and Buzz Aldrin. Two of these mans became the first people to land on the moon. The main spacecraft was called Columbia. It carried a moon lander called the Eagle. When Columbia got close to the moon, Michael Collins stayed aboard while Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin flew down in the Eagle. Millions of people on the earth heard Neil Armstrong say the Eagle has landed. They watched on television as Buzz Aldrin climbed down a ladder and stood on the moon. They put up a United States flag, collected some rocks, and took photos of the moon's surface. After 2.5 hours, they went back to Columbia and flew back to Earth. 4 days later, Columbia landed by splashing down in the Pacific Ocean. The astronauts were safely back on Earth. The race to the moon was over. That was really short, right? But it wasn't short for you. It was just 16 pages. But you remember, it's level 20. I mean, it's time to leave. Bye!